If there's one common challenge that all individuals can agree upon, it would definitely be change. In terms of trainers and clients, most people will only see the issue with the client, such as a lack of adherence to a specific nutrition or training plan, all which are very common occurrences with people struggling with behavioral change. Now, where we as trainers fail is compassionately acknowledging what stage a client or an individual is at in regards to their behavioral change. So you can probably see where I'm going with this. Or do you? There's clearly an overwhelming psychological component to someone committing to change. These changes will require motivation and discipline, which will eventually exude life-changing habits. If there's one thing I'm trying to convey in this video, it's that change is difficult, and instilled habits are not necessarily easily maintained, but they're definitely not as difficult as, say, starting a change from ground zero. So habits are the key to making anything easier. Can we agree upon that? I knew you'd understand. Thank you so much. Moving on. So habits are the end answer, but how can we evaluate ourselves? Where on the spectrum do you fall in creating healthy habits that will keep you strong and happy for years to come? Well, one way is to refer to the trans-theoretical model of behavior change, short for TTM, or simply put, the stages of change model. The stages of change model are 5 stages someone will typically go through before they accept a change as an actual habit in their life. Now, these 5 stages of change can be applied to just about any positive endeavor, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to be applying the change model to specifically physical health. So the 5 stages of change are pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. We'll start with pre-contemplation. Pre-contemplation is a stage where individuals who are sedentary and have a lack of belief in an active and healthy lifestyle. There are 4 main reasons why someone will be stuck or attached to the pre-contemplation stage. They're known as the 4 R's, and they are reluctance, rebellion,
What the fuck?
resignation,
Rationalization.
I could explain each one of the 4 R's, but why? When we've got interpretive expression through the art of acting and actual real footage of people displaying particular traits of the pre-contemplation stage. Here you go.
I could play this game later and get some walking in.
Nah, fuck it, I'm fine. I don't need it. Hey, Mom! Meatloaf! Fuck!
Put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Two crawlers Johnny, red carpet.
I gave up.
I could never look like that, nor could I ever do something like that.
You see, I would try to be more active and eat better, but you see, it doesn't matter because my genetics are what's holding me back. And besides, at my age, this is how you're supposed to look.
I hope you got all that. If you didn't, well, watch it again, I guess. Moving on to the next stage, contemplation. People in the contemplation stage have come to terms with the fact that their health is at serious risk due to inactivity and inadequate nutrition over the years, but have not actually done anything to commit to any actual change.
My God, my doctor told me I should go to the gym and get some exercise, so I got this really cute outfit, but I don't know if this workout stuff will work for me. Gosh, besides, Real Housewives is on.
So as the young lady portrayed, she is clearly aware of some of the pitfalls of living a sedentary lifestyle that is coupled with inadequate nutrition, yet she is still hesitant towards embracing change even though she knows the benefits. This hesitation can mainly be caused from self-doubt, day-to-day stressors, dwelling insecurities, or most likely, the number one reason is she deep down inside understands that this change is going to be difficult. Not the task itself, but the change itself is going to be difficult. This is why it is so important to create this change into an actual habit, because when it's a habit, it's just not as hard. It becomes easier. I swear, when I opened up my mailbox, there was not a cape for, labeled Captain Obvious to match my placard. Just giving you the facts here. What we all can take away from this is that this is a normal reaction that we all go through to get to the next level of change, which leads me to the next stage. Minus the H in the cream. Thank you very much. Does that make sense? Well, allow me to elaborate. This is the stage where someone has made a mental, verbal, or maybe even a written commitment to change. The result of this comes from an individual actually accepting the benefits of living a healthy, sustainable lifestyle, or from maybe a life-altering event that now gives this individual a new outlook on life, such as a heart attack or being diagnosed with diabetes. Pick your flavor, I don't know. It's at this stage where someone will typically seek some type of extrinsic support in the form of education, motivation, guidance, or a mixture of any of these support factors. A great example would be hiring a trainer or speaking to a nutritionist and then implementing or planning to implement the change, which again leads us to the next stage of change. I know these graphics are just out of control. The stage where the tire meets the pavement. Is that how the saying goes? Whatever, bro, you know what I mean. This is the stage where someone actually does something, such as choose to eat more nutrient-dense foods, or choose a designated time, or set up a designated time multiple times a week to go exercise. Or if you're serious, go train. I call this the bliss stage because mass improvements are seen in blood markers, mood, and physical appearance. And everything is great if adherence is kept. You get like adherence, discipline, motivation, all, when you jumble it all up together, it all eventually equates to what I said it earlier, I think, called habits, which then leads us to our final stage. The final stage is defined as someone who regularly participates in physical activity and adequate nutrition intake for more than 6 months. This is the stage where an individual is just on cruise control and doesn't necessarily see this as a change anymore, but more as a new lifestyle that is forming into a lifelong habit. There's that word again. Now, as a side note, this doesn't mean that someone may actually fall off back into old unhealthy tendencies or what may be called a relapse of one's old self. I mean, it's definitely will happen, as we as individuals or human beings are just not perfect. It's just that these moments where that individual will have to be big enough or strong enough to recognize where they're failing and take precautionary steps or the right steps to get themselves back on track again. That right there is a pertinent sign that someone has actually incorporated a healthy and strong lifestyle. So what's the point to all of this? Why am I sharing all this info with you? Well, I'm sharing all this info with you because we all know what we're supposed to do at some conscious level. We're successful at times and we eventually fail, which is perfectly normal. It's okay. We're human beings. This is what we do. Where we truly damage ourselves is when we decide to quit. It is at that precise moment, right before quitting, that we have to be big enough to evaluate ourselves and find out exactly what it is that we have to do to get to the next stage. It's not easy. We're gonna fail, and that's okay, because we will stand back up. And damn it, those fucking gains aren't as elusive as we think they are. Alright, so tell me what you think. Do you think I'm full of shit? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think I'm an asshole? Do you think I'm an idiot? Whatever, it's all good. Please just leave your comments down below and I'll do my best to engage with you as quickly as possible. I do engage with you guys and I actually thoroughly enjoy it. But anyways, if you could please do your boy a favor and make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so I can keep you updated on the weekly. I'm the Natural Hulkster. I want to thank you for watching and please stay tuned for the next one.